Oh man, I try to be so sneaky about some stuff, and it just doesn't work out. And when it just doesn't work out, you just have to laugh. And you have no idea what I'm talking about because, well, good afternoon, Karen. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I had just sat down and I clicked go live knowing that I had my little bumper screen set up and ready to go. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do over here. I'm going to get this ready to go. And then I clicked send that image. Anyway, it's all right. It's okay. I'm just a human, and humans make mistakes. There's just not much I can do about that. Oh, man, this. There we go. This cup, I got this from Starbucks. I picked it up. I usually don't buy things. I usually don't even drink Starbucks coffee. But when I was in Vegas at Dice Tower West, this cup was on the shelf, and I noticed that it had this little thing on here, and it was army colored, and I like stuff that is, that honors and supports our veterans and our service people in the military and all that kind of stuff. So I was interested in it. I liked the color of it, and it had a lot of open area, so it was going to be perfect for one of our stickers. And I think it's just cool. Over here it says proudly serving those who serve. I like that. So I usually don't buy stuff from Starbucks. I usually don't even drink Starbucks coffee, but I thought that was a cool little thing, so I did that. Nuno Rebello is here. Hello, Nuno. He says, hello, Sam and Karen, everyone in chat. How was your weekend? Weekend was actually pretty good. Now, we didn't do, of course, you probably know this by now, we didn't do our normal live Q&A because our middle kid, Dante, had a state performance championship, a state performance for state competition for the French horn on Saturday morning, and it was in Ellensburg, which was it's about an hour and a half away from here, so they had to leave early in the morning. They didn't get back until it was time for Aiden's football game that afternoon. So by the time we got back from Aiden's football game, it was already like 5 o'clock-ish and on Saturday. And at that point, I was just like, yeah, I think I'm done doing stuff. Let's just chill. Because I had done some work, it was playing a prototype by myself, which was a blast. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, But Saturday was pretty much full. Sunday was pretty chill. Sunday we got to go to church just like normally. Didn't have to do, well, I did. I was serving on the Connect team at church, but that's really not, I mean, that's just like doing stuff that you would normally do, in my opinion. And that's just be nice, open the door for people, and if people need help finding stuff, you go help them find it, that kind of stuff. Looking for new people for church and first timers and that type of thing. Make sure they know where they're going to go, where they need to go. If they need to go drop a kid off, take them over to Grace Kid, that kind of stuff. So I don't. That's to me. That's not really doing. I know it is doing something, but it's not doing. It's not anything that's like over and above or anything like. It's just I wear a certain shirt, and I go do stuff that I would probably normally do anyway. So that's Sunday was pretty low key. We just went to the regular service. I was able to sit and take notes and soak in the sermon, and then we went to Applebee's for lunch, which was cool. And we kind of chilled that afternoon as well. Well, actually, we had to go. We had to go back to the grocery store. We realized when we got back from church, which really sucked because we drive right by where we go grocery shopping on the way back home from church. But we got all the way back home and we were like, oh crap, we need some stuff. So we went all the way back and did some grocery shopping. Came back, ran Jess and Daphne and Dante because Aiden was at his mom's house. Ran Jess, Daphne, and Dante through the prototype that I played by myself on Saturday morning and allowed them to play through it, and they really enjoyed it. After that was over, JT came over. We recorded our top 10 games for 2014, which is going to be going up on Friday. Bottom 5 on the Dice Tower, top 5 here, right here on the Flipside on Friday. That's going to go up. And then we also recorded our Two Dudes review of Last Light. That's going to be going up on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific. So that Pledge Manager, I believe, for their reprint, for their second run, is live right now on GameFound. So you can go check that out. I think it's GameFound. Man, I hope that's right. I think that's right. Anyway, that's going to go live. So that's going to go live on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific. So that'll be pretty cool. So we did all of that, and by that time, JT brought over Foundations of Rome again because Dante wants to learn how to play with it, play it, and then by the time we were done recording both of those and just kind of chatting a little bit with JT, I was kind of done, so we didn't do anything else that night that's game related. But this morning woke up, late start, had to get the kids, well, Daphne drives her and Dante to the high school. I drove Aiden to the middle school. And doing some recording and editing. I had to do I had to record the overview part for the Last Light review. So I got that recorded. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to start editing stuff. Well, continue editing stuff. This morning I had to upload a lot of it. Did some other stuff as far as, emails and that kind of thing. And here we are. So it was a good weekend. It was a really good weekend. Spent my weekend working, unfortunately. Well, wow. I finally used your stickers, and wow, they are really nice, much better than most stickers. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for purchasing stuff from us, so we appreciate you. Did you notice any improvement in the views in the top bottom 5? Well, no, not really. Let me see. Let me go check this out. Let me do some research right here and right now. I have not really seen a significant, I'll put that in there because it hasn't really been a significant tick up in those things. Let me view my channel. And let me see here. Let me look at, let me do customize channel. Let me do analytics. And then, my views are about the same as usual, but that's general over the site. Post-apocalyptic games, which was April 8th. That was before we started doing it. 1,339 views so far. Nature games. Well, actually, top 5 games from 2012 was 990 views right now. Nature games, which was the next week, which is the first one that we started doing, releasing them at the same time, I believe. Yeah, because that was only 5 days after the 2012. That has 1,126. 2013, which was just uploaded on Friday, has 583 views already. So, I mean, I guess maybe we're seeing a little bit of an uptick, but it's not really significant. I'll put it that way. But every little bit counts, right? So if it is, even if it's bringing in 100 more views, cool. We'll just keep plugging away. We'll just keep plugging away. That's the way I'm looking at it, at least. But to answer your question, I'm not noticing vast improvement. Raspberry Wileys, I think is what it's called. It's like a off-brand version of Crystal Light. It's like the cheap off-brand version. I was able to get 2 packs of, they have, the Crystal Light ones have 10 packets in them, the singles, and these Wileys have 8 packs in them, but they are only $1 each. So you get a package of 8 for $1. No, I'm sorry, $2. They're $2 for a package of 8, and Crystal Light is $4.50 for a package of 10. So I can get 16 for less than 10 of Crystal Light. So that's what I did. I went ahead and bought a bunch of them because they're 0 sugar and they taste pretty good. You really can't tell the difference. Now they probably have a crap ton of chemicals in them, and I'll be dead in 10 years. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a little dark. Sorry. But I'm enjoying it. That's the main shtick. All right. So what have we got to look forward to this week? Well, we have our weekend preview right now. That's what we're doing right now. So that's happening. And then tomorrow, as per usual, we'll do It Belongs in a Museum in the morning at 10 o'clock Pacific time. That'll be 1 o'clock Eastern, and you figure it out wherever you are. And then tomorrow afternoon, we'll do a Time Honored Tuesdays live play with Jess and I. And I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing now. I have a couple of ideas that are based on some games that that made it to my lists in the last couple of weeks. I have some ideas there. I just don't know which one I want to do yet. So I'll be scheduling that later on this evening, probably after I make that decision, and I'm able to talk to Jess a little bit after she gets back from work, and we'll schedule that. We'll schedule both of those later on this evening, so you can look for that. Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. we'll have the Last Light Two Dudes review come out with me and JT. That'll come out 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning. And then I believe it's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll have a review going up on the Dice Tower, so you can go check that out over there. And then in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be doing a live review of a prototype that I received in the mail from a company called Escape Mail. They're up in Canada, and they do these really neat escape room in a box type things. And they have a Kickstarter that's starting, I believe, Friday or Saturday. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but I know it's soon. They have a Kickstarter for their new series coming up. So basically what this is it is this is called the Shackleton series. So it's based on history, which is the cool thing about it. I'll be talking more about it later on Wednesday, so you're going to have to come back. I'm not going to do everything now. But anyway, this is basically an escape room-esque type experiment or experience in a box, where the Kickstarted version is going to have 6 episodes inside. So that's 6 packages. So that roughly equates anywhere from 6 to 12 hours of entertainment. And that's what's going to come in this box. So 6 episodes, each in their own individual packets. I very much enjoyed myself. I enjoyed even watching Jess, Dante, and Daphne go through this. Now, the prototype is only the first episode. And again, it's still a prototype. So it's not, there could be still changes and all of that kind of stuff. And there's going to be stretch goals and all these kinds of things that are in there. But come back Wednesday afternoon for the live review of this. You will not be disappointed, I think. If you like history, and if you like escape room puzzly type stuff, this is your Huckleberry. This is right down your alley. So come back on Wednesday afternoon. We'll be doing a live review of this on Wednesday, so you can check that out. That's going to be fun. And that's mainly the prototype-y thing that I wanted to talk about from the name of this Fireside Chat, Prototypes and Paintings. So be on the lookout for that. Hey Sam, Festadust says, watched a video of you and Tom playing Keyforge and remembered you loved card keywords. Card keywords. If they're intuitive, yes, I absolutely do. But one of the things that turns me off from most card games is if I have to learn a whole new set of vocabulary just to be able to play your game. And if those keywords are all of that vocabulary, I'm out. But I do enjoy keywords on cards because that frees up how cluttered the card looks. So I do remember that. So hopefully, yeah, sure, got it. Yep, understood. Are there any co-op area control dudes on a map games that I can play with 8 to 10-year-olds? Lots of co-ops where players control 1 to 2 heroes, but it would be fun to play a co-op where you can control an army. A cooperative where you control an army. Zombicide, the Western themed one? Yes, that's correct, Flesta does. They are required for lack of card space. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards have no keywords and are terrible to read. 2 paragraphs on each card. Yeah. Yes, that is absolutely true. Yeah, I would much prefer keywords to having all that text on the card. Yes, absolutely. Area control co-op games that can play with 8 to 10-year-olds. Area control co-op. Well, gee whiz, you know what? I don't know. Area control co-op. Man, that's like, I don't know of any that exist. I mean, I'm sure there are. Cooperative is really the kicker. There's a metric ton worth of area control games out there, but cooperative? That's throwing me for a loop, buddy. I mean, maybe. I know somebody was mentioning Zombicide, but you're playing multiple players there, but I guess it can feel like if you're controlling 3 dudes, you have your own little squad. But again, that's not really necessarily area control. That's just area activation when you're talking about the zombies. So that's a hard one, dude. Dudes on a map games that can play with 8 to 10-year-olds. I mean, there's a lot of co-ops where you can control multiple heroes. The Art Project is one that's newer that I would recommend as far as a co-op, and there is some area control to it because you have to keep the bad guys from controlling certain cities on the board so that you can continue trying to get the works of art from them. No, I don't. Tom is here. Hello. Board Game Bree is here. Hi, Sam. Hi, Bree. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Tom just got here. Hello, Tom. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, buddy. Let's see here. Another thing I wanted to talk about, and this is the painting aspect. This is going to be something that I start showing a little bit more on the channel because it's something I agreed to do. So I'm going to do what I said I agreed to do. Co-op area control game. I don't remember. I'm having the same problem, Nuno. I'm not thinking that there are any that I am aware of, at least, that are co-op area control games. I don't know anything. I don't know anything of that like that. Just joined as well. Hello all. Hello Doug. Good to see you. All right. So I agreed to become part of a painting challenge. Now I usually don't do challenges of certain things, but I really enjoyed the way the buildings looked. And so basically this challenge, if you're interested in it, you can go to expandedrealmsgaming.com / building painting challenge. expandedrealmsgaming.com / building painting challenge. And so they have 3 different buildings that they have offered there, and they'll basically give you 50% off if you go there by tomorrow. So that's I'm kind of late to the punch here as far as becoming involved in the painting challenge. You can watch the videos and all that kind of stuff, and I'll keep everybody up to date as that's going. But basically what we're doing here is we are having a challenge of painting these different buildings. And there were 3 buildings that you could paint. There was like a noodle shop. There was the Super Noodle building, which is the one that I picked that I thought was pretty neat looking. And then there was another one that Eat Now Organic Protein building. And I don't know what that one was called, but they offered 3 products on their website for these 3D printed buildings that you can go to, and they're for use with 32 millimeter buildings. So the roof comes off, and if you can see down in here, there's a floor, and then of course that comes off, and then there's another floor in the bottom of this one as well. So there are multiple floors to this, and they fit together like so. They're modular, I guess you could say. I mean, you could, I suppose, just have this guy like this, on top of it as well. It's just a one-story building, or you just have maybe, well, that really wouldn't look right. But anyway, you get the idea. And I just thought it was an interesting thing to do. Oh, I've got the, I'm an idiot. There we go. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to make some videos as well. I might do a live painting video for, you know, as I start to paint this, but this is a pretty neat thing because, you know, all of that can come out. You can change the sign if you want to change a new sign. I just thought it was a neat thing. It's a neat idea. Some buddies of mine from when I worked with Monster Fight Club are running it, so I thought, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time, and so we're gonna do that. Monster Fight Club makes a lot of scenery type terrain and that kind of thing, and so this, I thought it looked really cool. I mean, I like the way the building looks. I think it's gonna paint up pretty cool as well. So I'm looking forward to giving my best go at this challenge, but you can go check it out as well. And you also can find the different Facebook pages that they're going to be posting images to and stuff like that. So you can go check that out. It's called the Building Painting Challenge. Let me see if I can add this to it real quick. Maybe I can scroll through and you can take a look at it. Let me see. Let's do screen capture. Let's go with that one. Add. And if we do that, capture type, monitor window, we'll, configure which one we're doing. Guess we'll go to Google Chrome. Yep, that's the right one. All right, so we'll go ahead and just do this, and I think I can, let me see, will it scroll? Yeah, it does. Cool. All right, sweet. I know how to do stuff. So check this out. All right. So this is the group. We got Expanded Realms Gaming. You can kind of learn, and tabletop terrain. You can kind of, if you go onto these different spots right here, you can learn more about their sponsors, learn more about what they do, who's the event team. In fact, you can meet coaches. So they have other kinds of events that they're doing, game days and tournaments and all that kind of stuff. But the building painting challenge is for this spring, and so these are the 3 buildings that they offered, and this is the one that I chose over here, the Super Noodle one. But then you also have this ramen stand, and you have this organic foods type store here, and so you basically gave, you know, it gives only 30 coupons are available. I don't even know if there's 30 people doing this or not. So we're going to basically paint and share work in progress pictures on the Tabletop Terrain Facebook group. So if we go there, we can check that out, and you kind of get the idea. So I think it's a pretty neat idea, frankly. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, that's the Facebook group. And so, but if we come back here, so that's for everybody that wants to do it. These are the different shops, the ramen bar, the Super Noodles, and the small restaurant. And then between May 1st and May 31st, we'll be posting pictures in progress, works, you know, whip pictures in Tabletop Terrain's Facebook page. It's just a way for them to, pretty cool. But these were done by Jolly Lark. Jolly Lark is an amazing painter. He did a lot of stuff for Monster Fight Club when I was working with him. And, oh my goodness, let me see. Does that actually work if I do that? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Well, poo-poo. All right, we'll turn that off. Anyway, this is some of Jolly Lark's work. So this is his version of the small restaurant, and then his version of the Super Noodle. So I cannot say that I will be anywhere near as good as that. Not even close. But I will do my best. We'll see how it comes out. But it's just a lot of cool stuff. This is kind of stuff that I really enjoy doing. I don't get to do it as much as I'd like to because, well, I mean, honestly and frankly, painting videos just do not get the views. They do not. I mean, a lot of the stuff on my channel doesn't get a whole lot of views, but painting videos usually they barely break 100. Barely, and I mean barely. And I don't think I've ever had a painting video on my channel break 500 views. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so. But this is something that I'm going to be doing here in the next couple of weeks. It shouldn't take me that long to finish it, but I'm looking forward to giving it a whirl and seeing how I can do. And I just wanted to share that with you so that you could take a look at it if you're, you kind of know that it's coming up. Basic, kind of idea there. So that is the building painting challenge from Expanded Realms Games, or Expanded Realms Gaming, and Tabletop Terrain. So be on the lookout for that. And we don't have much else going on there. Now, I did do, let me see if I can go over to here. We picked up last week, we picked up a game called Trekking Through History. Trekking Through History. And I want to share that with you because I'm probably going to be reviewing this here pretty soon. We really enjoyed this game. And it's called Trekking Through History. It was in 2022. And this is I really enjoy this game. And I know I shouldn't say that before I actually do the review. But man, oh man, this game was so good. And there's so much good artwork in it. And I'm just showing the artwork in here just so you kind of get the idea. I love the artwork, love the components of the game. I do have the Kickstarter version of it, so there is that. But I just wanted to show this to you because it is coming up here pretty soon. I love this game. It's a great game. And I hope that I'll be able to do it some justice in my review because we really enjoyed that game. Doug and Emily taught us how to play a couple weeks ago. I immediately went home and bought it, and then it came in when we were at Comic-Con, and then we came back. We opened it up immediately. I taught, Jess and I played a game of it. Then JT came over that evening. We taught him how to play. We've just really enjoyed this game, so we're looking forward to doing that. Let's see here. We've got some more. Fall of Rome is a good suggestion. Let's see. I missed some stuff here. All right. I think of Spirit Island as co-op area control. No. Yeah, I haven't been able to find any co-op area control games myself that kids can play. Grew up on Axis and Allies, Samurai Swords, but my son is not ready for 1v1 in those types of games. What about Pandemic Fall of Rome? Okay, Doug said later on Fall of Rome is a good suggestion. Spirit Island looks like it's too heavy to play with kids. Lots of other co-ops that can play with my son for now. That is a large playmat. I did not know you could get them that big. Large playmat. What are you talking about? Is he talking about this? Kabuki Kid is here. All right. The fun has arrived. We'll take a look at Pandemic Follow Rome. Thanks. You're welcome. Glad somebody was able to have that in there for you. You have chosen the biggest one to paint, Sam. Well, that's kind of the one that I wanted to do. I looked at the Super Dragon, you know, the ramen noodle stand, and I was just like, man, I don't want to get in behind all of those stools and all that kind of stuff. So that took me away from that one. And I do like painting larger miniatures better. I'm not that great at painting small minis. So, because my hand just isn't steady enough, and I don't have brushes that are small enough. And I'm at a point where I'm like, I really need to cut down how much money I'm throwing into the hobby. Even though the hobby is work, I need to cut down on that amount of money. So I don't want to buy new paints just to paint smaller models. The food stand is nice, building in the middle. Yeah, also Tiny Epic Game of Thrones will be area control and can be played co-op. All right, that's cool. That one's not out yet, though, I don't think. Painting videos just remind me that I am lazy. As do they all for all of us, dude. I imagine people come in to watch painting for a few minutes and leave. That's pretty much what it is. Sometimes it's better to do what you love than what gets views. I absolutely agree with that. And I get it. I totally get it. But the last few weeks, at least, I've had a lot of things that are like deadlines, things that I've agreed to do for other people that I needed to get those done. So, you know, when I have a lull in those kind of contracty type jobs, then I'll definitely lean into those kinds of things much more. I'm totally all about doing what I want to do rather than just what gets views. But there are some things that I want to do that will get more views than those things that I also want to do that will get fewer views. And so I try to weigh those evenly, but often I fail at weighing them evenly and doing them evenly. But you know, it's not that I'm just pandering to what will get more views, because if I wanted to do that, well, then I would do a lot of, in my opinion, a lot of stupid stuff, because a lot of people watch, and I do too. It's not just, I'm not pointing a finger. It's just, you know, the things that get hundreds of thousands of views are those shorts, and I'm more of a long form content creator than I am short. I don't like creating that kind of content. I want a little bit more substance there. But yeah. That reminds me that I need to buy some paints. Well, there you go. Fee is here. Hello. Hello, Fee. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So yeah, we're going to be doing more painting videos. I do have my warband for Warhammer Underworlds over there that needs to be finished. So I'm going to be getting to that here pretty soon. Max has the planting season has started. He's a farmer, so his amount of free time took a nosedive. So I'm kind of waiting on him to tell me when he's available to do any more videos and to try to get Warhammer Underworlds played. But it's largely up to when he's available, which is absolutely fine with me. Totally respect that he's a farmer and he's got a job to do, and that puts food on the table for a lot of people. So I'm not worried about all of that. I'm just letting you know that we haven't forgotten about those Warhammer Underworlds war bands that we're painting. So that's coming up as well. So I'm trying to sporadically and keep that going. One of the things that I'm going to be doing here soon, on Friday, as a matter of fact, I believe, we're going to be. I have a buddy of mine, Les Chung, that does, and I've talked about this before. He does his own like blinged out versions of games that are Star Wars themed. So he'll take a game that doesn't have a Star Wars theme, slap a Star Wars theme on it, reproduce the cards, usually use like the micro machine minis and that type of stuff, if there's any of those kinds of things in there, and make his own Star Wars version of a game. So he has done a Star Wars version of Chariot Races by Matt Leacock. And he was just at the Gathering of Friends. Matt Leacock was there. Les was there. Les had his copy of Indoor Races and I think they played it. So he said he's got some pictures of Matt Leacock playing Chariot Races on Les's Indoor copy of the game. And it's like a huge version of the game. It's not just like, it's like, boom, he built all of this thing. Anyway, Les put together a DIY project video, 3 of them, and he's given me permission to put it up on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and the first one's going to come out Friday. So be on the lookout for that, because it's something else. I don't know how many views it's going to get. I don't care how many views it's going to get. I just want Les's work to get out there. He's so good at doing this, and it looks so cool. I just want other people to see it. So I don't care if it gets, 3 views. That's 3 more people that saw what Les is able to do. I think it's going to get more than that, because I think it's pretty cool. Word on the street is that short video viewers don't convert to views on longer videos, and vice versa. Well, yeah, they don't, which is why I'm not really, because they're not looking for long form content. They're looking for just instant gratification, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm not worried about all that. I've been meaning to watch a co-op gameplay of Tiny Epic Game of Thrones. Vanessa is here. Hello, just making my way home from a massage after work. Whoa, I feel amazing. Yeah, Jess has got an appointment with her massage therapist tomorrow. She's got that cough. That cough came back, and so she's trying everything to try to get her body back on track. And she's meeting with her primary care physician tomorrow to see about she actually went to the emergency room over the weekend at my behest. She did not want to go, but I was like, you need to go, because the coughing fits were getting that bad. So she's on some steroids right now. And they've got a little inhaler that they gave her to help keep her airways clean. A couple months ago, she was diagnosed with bronchitis. The CT scan that they did when she was in the ER over the weekend the doctor said it showed nothing remarkable. So that's why we're going to the primary care physician, so that maybe we can get a little bit further into it. But she's doing okay, don't get me wrong. It's just that coughing fits are super annoying. But anyway, that's what's coming up. Thursday we'll have another solo play of something. I don't know exactly what, but we'll be doing that again. Thursdays are always going to be solo mode games, I think. Friday, Friday, so far, we're going to have Les's DIY project video going up Friday morning. Then we'll have our regular Friday playthroughs in the afternoon. And I believe Saturday morning we'll be able to have our live Q&A, because I believe we'll be able to squeeze it in before we have to go to any of the parades. We have the Apple Blossom Parade this Saturday, May 4th. So we'll be doing that, but I believe we'll be able to get in a live Q&A before we have to actually leave. It might be a little bit earlier than normal. I haven't talked to Jess about that yet, so we'll get that scheduled coming up here pretty soon. But that's coming up in the really near future. Thursday morning, I might be doing a painting video with that building, with this little building guy here. So Thursday morning we'll be painting that bad boy, I think, and we'll go from there. Coughs and preschool little ones don't mix well. Hope she kicks it soon. Yeah, that's part of what we're thinking. It's here in our area. We've had a whooping cough outbreak. What she has is not the whooping cough. We pretty much know that for a fact. But we're wondering if this is just like a fringe effect of the larger thing that's happening in our area. It's not, I don't think it's horribly bad, the outbreak that is. So we're not entirely concerned about it, but you are absolutely correct. Working with little preschool kids, they are not hygienic whatsoever. They will come right up to you and cough right in your face. So whatever they had, they will give it to you. And she does the best that she can as far as washing her hands frequently, trying to make sure that she have the kids, wash their hands and all of that kind of stuff. She does the best she can. And they do well at cleaning the facility and keeping it sanitized and what have you. But, working with kids is working with kids. You're gonna get something. They're just not hygienic. My friend dealt with something like this a few years ago. It turned out to be acid reflux causing his cough. Well, I don't think she has acid reflux. We are well, that's not a question I've asked her, but she's not been experiencing acid reflux that I'm aware of. So I doubt that that's what it is, but we'll entertain that thought at the very least. Little kids are germ machines. That is absolutely, they are germ machine guns. All right. So not only do they produce germs, they will shoot germs at you at the drop of a hat, whether it's sneezing, coughing, just getting up in your face. And she's been working in the toddler's room, which is even worse, because not only are they coughing and doing that, they have runny noses, and it's bleh. It's just disgusting. One of the things that she does on, normally at this point, she comes home and she just takes a shower so that she gets all that junk off of her. And that's like the first thing she does when she walks in the door sometimes. So it's their acidy spit. Yeah, that's pretty close. But yes, they are I think they're germ machine guns. A fatal paper cut. That's a cool name. It's their acidy spit, something like that. Let's see, what else have we got coming up? I got I was gifted, I think I showed that. I think I showed that I was gifted a copy of Mythic Battles Pantheon, a full Kickstarter copy of it. So I'll be delving into that. So there might be some content based around that here coming up in the future. I know I do also have, we need to play Castles of Bergen. No, I'm sorry, Castles of Mad King Ludwig. We need to play that coming up. I have some more stuff from the Dice Tower that I need to get played. I'm just looking at all the stuff. There is one called Mind Bug. That is a 2-player game that we're going to be playing here pretty soon. Minotaur Dice. That's going to be coming up. New Kingdom Gardeners. That's one that I think we're going to be playing very soon. New Kingdom Sowers is a new game that's going on, that is live on Kickstarter right now. It's already funded, but it is a neat little 2-player card game. You can also play it solo mode as well. That's one that we're going to be taking a look at as well soon. So those two, they're from the same publisher. I met him at Comic-Con and got to meet him, Jack Dunbar. He's a good guy, and he's got a couple of pretty cool games. So we're going to show those off as well. But that'll be coming up in the very near future, probably. 1 to 4 players for Gardeners. I might do that for solo mode. Yeah, I'll play those 2 on solo mode on Thursday. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do New Kingdom Gardeners. I can go show you real quick. So these 2 games, New Kingdom Gardeners, and this has already been published. This is out in the wild. You can go purchase it by itself. But there is also a bundle package for, if you go check out this game, New Kingdom Sowers. This is on Kickstarter right now. And so basically it is a 1 to 2 player card game inspired by the biblical parable of the sower found in Matthew 13. In this game, players take on the role of sowers, strategically scattering seed cards into 4 different zones called soil types on a central game map. Play all 10 of your black seed cards in an ascending order from 1 to 10 in your good soil before your opponent to win. And so it is a neat little game of basically weeding through the cards of your deck to get those cards played in the right order before your opponent does. It's pretty cool. We played it a couple of times at Comic-Con with Jack. And then we also played, Jess and I played New Kingdom Gardeners as well. This one, the Master Gardener is coming soon to choose a new head gardener for his new kingdom. You and your fellow gardeners are working hard, planting seeds, pruning thorns, and hiring workers to produce the most fruit to earn this honor. Will you be the head gardener in the Master's new kingdom? So that's what this one is all about. And it's got some pretty cool components as well. Nice cards. Neat little dove miniatures that act as your action icons or your action meeples, I guess you could say. They're not really meeples, but basically it. So I'll be playing the solo mode of this and this on Thursday. So we'll do that coming up pretty soon. All right, so that is that. Let's see here. I'm so glad I work with trees. I'm sure you do, Vanessa. I caught chicken pox at age 30, Eric says. Doctor kept asking me where I could have caught them. Where do you work? Toys R Us at the time. Well, that's probably true. Expecting any board game delivery soon? Not that I'm aware of. I did agree. Let me go back and because I can't remember the exact title and I don't want to mess it up. Ay. Let's see here. Got to go over to my other inbox. Raybox Games. Raybox Games is sending me a copy of Escape from Stalingrad Z. They're sending me a review copy. So I'm looking forward to that one. It looks pretty cool. If you can go check it out on the Geek if you want to, but it's called Escape from Stalingrad Z. It's got one of those storybooks where you open up the book and the board is actually in the book. So I believe there's different scenarios and all that kind of thing. So do that. Mindbug, yes, is a Richard Garfield game. So we're looking at that. Are you doing any top 10, top 100 lists? Well, we do our top 5 every week. And then that is usually co-published or co-released with our bottom 5. So if you watch both of those videos together, it is a top 10. So we do those at least one every week. Jess is going to be doing, because somebody out there suggested it, she's going to be doing her top 5, maybe a top 10. Well, maybe, I mean, having her pick her 6 through 10 wouldn't be that bad. She's going to be doing her top 10 games that she played in April that were new to her. She's going to put those in order. So that will be coming up soon as well. Not this week probably, but that might be next week when that is ready to be released. I'm probably thinking like maybe Monday, next Monday, a week from today, that'll be ready to go. I'd like to see New Kingdom Gardeners. Yeah, well, come back Thursday afternoon, and we'll get that done for you. Raspberry. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be reviewing the Scooby-Doo board game here pretty soon. I want to play it a couple more times. I played it twice last Thursday. Really enjoyed the solo mode. I thought it was really fun. It captured that, and somebody said it in the chat of that video, it captures that idea of the kids running away, you know, the Scooby-Doo gang running away from the monsters and that kind of thing. It captured that feeling really well. But it's a cool co-op, and I like it. So I wanna play it with more people, more than just myself, and see how that goes. Because I have the belief that it's going to be very similar to the solo mode, but you never know. You never know. You know, when other people are into it, it could throw that dynamic off a little bit. But I don't think it will, but you never know. So I do want to play it, see how it goes. Just got home and dinner is on the table. Got to go for now. No worries, Vanessa. Have a good one. Take care. Looking forward to those two. Didn't get to play the New Kingdom games with Jack and Thomas. So glad you're planning to show them. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They're good games. They're really good games. They're, you know, I try not to pander just because they're Christian themed games. I don't try to pander to them. You know, if I feel like they're just relying upon the theme, then and that kind of makes them lazy on the design aspect, you know, I probably won't do that. But if I feel like they've done their design homework, so to speak, and they've found a good way to incorporate a biblical theme into that design, I think that's good. And that's where I think we are with New Kingdom Gardeners and Sowers. About to go eat a few myself. Yeah. Well, we're at about an hour, and we've already kind of talked about what you can expect for this week. So we are pretty much done. We were able to play Orange Shall Overcome Dutch Resistance at Comic-Con. I want to get another game of that in. Whether it's solo, I want to try out some of the other scenarios. So we're going to have a review of that coming up here pretty soon. We've got to get Fighters of the Pacific done. So we want to get that. That's going to be one that I do on the Dice Tower. But we've got to get that played a few more times. We want to play Goonies a couple more times, but we'll get that reviewed soon as well. So these are all things that are coming up. And I don't want to belabor the point too much here. But that we've got a lot. We've got plenty of plenty of things to do. We're definitely not running out of things to do. That's for sure. So I think. Oh, David Brownlee is here. What did I miss? You missed it all. Yeah, pretty much, because we're almost done now, David. But you can go back and watch it. We talked about the reviews that are coming up this week. We talked about some games that we're going to play this week. Talk about some games that are on the horizon for reviews and for playthroughs and that kind of thing. We talked about how I'm going to be starting to paint this little guy here in the next couple of days. So that's coming up as well. But yep, I'll rewind the tape and watch from the beginning. Well, you do that, David. We'll see you later. And for everybody else, I'm going to get on out of here because we do have other things to do. I got to go edit some video and get it ready to go for this week as well. So thank you so much for you guys being here. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side this week. Take care. Bye-bye.